shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Everlastingly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other now?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't give them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, please share, please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content and also a private community of like-minded divested women. It is linked below. Please also follow me on social media platforms. You can check me out everywhere on all platforms at Lexus Exodus. You can find all of this information in the description below. This is another installment of my series called the Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, I want to talk about Blackistan casualties, y'all. And I discussed this topic before, but I want to continue this conversation about how innocent people in Blackistan often become casualties, because I think it's a timely conversation due to rapper Takeoff's sudden passing at the age of 28. I think that this incident really illustrates the importance of divesting because people are often taken out in the whack community simply by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I want to get into this clip that discusses more details about Takeoff's untimely passing, and then we'll delve in a bit deeper and we'll start to unpack this subject matter.
We are following more breaking news in Texas, where a member of the popular rap group Migos has been shot and killed.
Police say 28-year-old rapper named Takeoff died in the shooting at a bowling alley early this morning. CBS 2's Zania Maldonado joins us live from the newsroom with the very latest on the investigation. Here's Zania.
Chris and Mary, this is a devastating loss to the hip-hop community and fans of the Grammy-nominated rap trio Migos. Now, Takeoff was found dead after investigators say shots rang out during an after-party overnight. Atlanta-based rapper Takeoff, real name Kershnik Kari Ball, has according to police after he was shot at a bowling alley in Houston.
We were informed that there was a private party being held at the event last night that ended at approximately 1 a.m., but the party carried over till about 2 a.m. till they were cleared out. That's when the shooting occurred.
Takeoff is a member of acclaimed hip-hop trio Migos, alongside rappers Quavo, his uncle, and Offset, his cousin, also the husband of popular rapper Cardi B. Police say following a private party, Takeoff was shot at A10 Billiards and Bowling, where he and Quavo were playing dice around 2:30 a.m. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Quavo was unharmed. 2 others were also shot and taken to a nearby hospital.
We are still in the process in the early stages of this investigation, trying to gather all the information we can.
Members of the hip-hop community waking up to the news Tuesday morning left in shock.
I'm having a difficult time wrapping my brain around someone so young and talented being at 28. So, you know, my heart goes out to his family and his fans as well, because, I mean, people across the whole world and internet space are in mourning right now.
The group, formed back in 2008, is known for mainstream hits such as Versace and Bad and Bougie, which hit #1 on the Billboard charts in 2016. Last month, Takeoff and Quavo released a new project as a duo, Unc and Few, and they released their latest music video, Messy, just yesterday.
Migos and Takeoff are Platinum Plus selling rappers, Platinum Plus selling artists, Grammy nominated, and their footprint in pop culture is all over the place.
Now, Houston police say security guards who were in the area heard shots ringing but did not see anything. No word on what led up to the shooting, and so far, no arrests have been made. In the newsroom, Zania Maldonado, CBS 2 News.
Zania, thank you.
Yet another rapper is gone, y'all. Another one bites the dust at the age of 28. And everybody's all shocked and appalled and in disbelief. Why do Black people get surprised every time one of these dudes get taken out? I don't understand it. These dudes are literally directly responsible for promoting the violent criminal thug culture that they eventually become victimized by. Then everybody gets shocked when that happens. It's like the Twilight Zone to me. Like, seriously, if you create a culture where you systematically and consistently glorify and popularize being degenerates and being violent and offing one another and committing crimes, why are we surprised when that actually happens? It literally is the weirdest ish to me. It boggles my mind. It's like the movie Groundhog Day in Blackistan. These Dusties always offing one another. Always, constantly. Same ish, different day. Wash, rinse, and repeat. I can think of several rappers off the top of my head that have been taken out just these past few years, y'all. So that X-Tentacion dude, Pop Smoke, King Von, PNB Rock. Remember, he was just taken out maybe about a month or two ago. Young Dolph. I can keep going and going and going. And the same thing happens over and over and over again. Blackistan is shocked. They talk about how sad it is, how the Nogs need to do better. Next thing you know, a few weeks or a few months later, another one of these niggas is dead. Mark my words, y'all. Someone timestamp this so we can revisit this in the future. There's going to be more gone soon. And as a matter of fact, I believe we got at least 2 that will be out of here before the end of the year. And we're going to be having the same conversation. Because Whack men are so damn degenerate and unhinged, they take one another out on a regular basis and they dropping like flies. And I wanted to talk about this incident, though, because apparently that bullet wasn't even meant for Takeoff. It wasn't even meant for him. So, like the news clip said, he was engaging in a dice game and things escalated. And apparently he got taken out by someone shooting at someone else. So why a goddamn multi-millionaire platinum selling artist is engaging in nigga like this, like a dice game on the corner, like a hood dude, is beyond me. But I think this illustrates how important it is to remove yourself completely from these environments. Like we always say, it's imperative to divest or die. Otherwise, ish like this happens. Hey, Subby. So let's take a quick break so I can announce a collab that I'm so excited about and to share with you guys. You know, we believe in Black women empowerment on this platform, and that involves supporting Black women-owned businesses. So I want you guys to check out this amazing company called Sh0t, owned by a Black mother-daughter duo with an incredible story. So the founder of Sh0t created a line of skincare products after her daughter was diagnosed with a rare form of leukemia. And she needed something to help soothe and repair her dry skin that was negatively impacted after chemotherapy. So Sh0t was created, and it was a godsend solution that helped soothe and nourish and restore her daughter's damaged skin. And these products are amazing. Each are handcrafted, they are all natural, and they are a much better alternative to retail products that contain harsh chemicals and dyes and unhealthy additives. So Sh0t offers a plethora of products. They have body butters, they provide hydrating skin creams, soaps, and exfoliators that soothe and nourish and really restore beautiful and healthy melanin. Their most popular product that they have is called My Everything Cream, which is an all-purpose head-to-toe healing balm that fades stretch marks and discoloration. You can even use it on your hair for a conditioner, and it's also an aid for issues like psoriasis and eczema. They've received hundreds of positive reviews of people just raving about their products. This product is so popular, it's sold over 10,000 jars and has even been featured in Essence and in O magazine. So Sh0t is also offering 15% off exclusively for Lex Subbies. So if you want to take advantage of this offer, simply click the link below in the comments, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. And because I personally believe in this brand so much, I'm actually going to personally sponsor a giveaway for my subbies who shop with this business. So I'm going to randomly select someone who makes a purchase with Sh0t during the month of November and will personally send a Sh0t product bundle to them on me. So let's support who supports us and who supports the channel by purchasing. And to participate in the giveaway, again, just click the link in the comment section below and I will pick a prize winner on November 30th. Let's keep going. So I want to pull up this post that's gone viral of this Dusty who thanks God the bullet that was meant for him hit his girlfriend instead. And I think this really illustrates what I mean about divesting. That way we remove ourselves from these environments and we make sure that we're safe. Okay. So this post shows a Dusty rapper and his girlfriend, and the caption says, "The bullet that ended the life of his girlfriend was meant for him." And his whole caption is giving, "Well, sorry it happened, but glad it wasn't me." And this is the caption: "Grateful for all the continuous support, condolences, and prayers. Also want to send condolences on my behalf to Bree's family and my sincerest apologies. Last but not least, I want to thank God for another opportunity at life and for keeping stable my mental status. Can't wait to be back to being able to do things I love, especially my music. Love you always, BBG. On behalf of me and the entire team at Fully Records, thank you again." Child, this is that bullshit I'm talking about, Black women. This is why we got to divest. His girlfriend died from a bullet that was meant for him. And this idiot is talking about he can't wait to get back to his music. And he effing promotes his music label, y'all. And I want to pull up his picture because this is who she died over. Child, look at this. Look at this. I don't know why Black women love to mess with dudes that look like this. This is how my mother used to do my hair in grade school and throw some barrettes on it. These niggas are ugly. He looks like Celie from The Color Purple. And we see this beautiful woman was taken out by a bullet that was meant for him. He from the Caribbean too. Apparently he's from Trinidad. So y'all know he was on some bullish. He probably was with the next chick before the casket was closed, before her body was cold. Stay away from these dudes, Black women. You will become a casualty like this poor woman who was simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, so I want to keep going, and I want to look at this next news clip about Nogs who got into a road rage incident. And as a result of that, one of the Dusties shot at the car and ended up hitting the other's baby's car seat. Y'all, let's watch this and then we'll chat.
An apparent road rage incident in the district turns violent, resulting in shots fired near two young boys inside a car. Happened along D.C.'s I-295 near South Capitol Street. The father tells us he was taking his two boys to school. One of them is 10 years old. The other one is just a baby. Then someone thought he wasn't driving fast enough and proceeded to shoot into their car. He said he tried to get away, but moments later he realized that person was actually shooting at him.
I know the guy was still on my bumper, and I heard something, didn't know that was a gunshot at first. We hear another boom. So at this point, I'm like, he's not hitting us, he's shooting at us. And the third one went through the window and hit the baby seat.
Police would not tell us much about the incident, but did confirm that a call came in on Thursday morning in that area for assault with a dangerous weapon. The father tells us the person who shot at him was driving a black Mitsubishi Mirage and described him as a light-skinned male with dreads.
This is that bullshit I'm talking about, y'all. This is that bull crap. This is what happens when you are in close proximity to them. So this dude talking about the nignog thought he wasn't going fast enough, so he just started shooting at him. That don't even sound right. That sounds stupid. What likely happened is the dude probably beeped at him and told him to get out the way. And I'm guessing there was a heated exchange between both of them, probably some choice words, because we know nignogs lack basic problem solving skills and de-escalation skills. So instead of thinking with common sense and saying, hey, my children are in the car, including a damn baby, let me shut up and go on about my business, the dumb Dusty further instigated this and engages in road rage. And because they lack basic problem solving skills, the nog took out a gun and started shooting. And one of the bullets hit the baby's car seat, y'all. And there were several children in the car. Thank God no one was harmed. But again, this is why I illustrate the importance of divesting. Black women, at this point, it's not just due to the toxicity of the community. It is literally dangerous. It is literally a life or death situation at this point. So y'all need to get out the way, get out of Dodge. In the private chat, there's been a lot of conversations about it's the age of Aquarius in my private group and how a reckoning is occurring. I agree wholeheartedly. The universe is taking them out one by one because of all the bad karma that they've created. And here's my thing. You and your children, Black women, can easily become casualties just by being in close proximity to them. So get out the way, get out of Dodge, divest or die. Okay, I want to get into this next clip of GF's 4-year-old niece who was shot in the stomach recently while in bed sleeping, y'all. So let's watch this and then we will chat.
But first, she stood with her family in the name of racial injustice, and now she's become the victim of violence. The 4-year-old niece of George Floyd was shot on New Year's Day. Right now at 5 o'clock, family members are calling for justice once again. Little Ariana Delano was asleep in her bed, ready to bring in 2022 when a bullet hit her in the stomach.
Her family rushed her to the hospital where she remains tonight on a long road to recovery. All this unfolded at the Park Yellowstone apartment homes just south of Old Spanish Trail near 288. KPRC2's Rilwan Belogan is joining us there live now. So Rilwan, I understand that you spoke with her father. How's she doing tonight?
Lauren, Chris, her dad says that she's out of surgery and breathing on her own. Now, inside the apartment complex, along with Ariana, were 4 adults and another child.
My daughter was jumped up and said she had been hit, and I seen the blood bleeding, and that's when I grabbed her.
Derek Delane says his 4-year-old daughter, Ariana, was shot early New Year's Day as she slept in her bed. Delane said he had just come back in the house from lighting fireworks when the bullets went flying.
She wasn't out there, but like the grown folks was outside. They was in the house, sleep, getting ready for bed.
The 4-year-old, George Floyd's niece. Floyd grew up and was laid to rest in Houston. His arrest and death led to nationwide protests that called for an end to racial inequality and police brutality. The 4-year-old was hit in her bedroom in the 3300 block of Yellowstone Boulevard in Houston's South Side.
My girl had to jump in the car and rush her to the hospital.
Delane says she underwent surgery for a punctured lung and liver and several broken ribs. Houston police say they don't have a suspect description or motive for the shooting.
She healing very fast. Last time I checked on her, she was breathing on her own. She was doing real great.
Now, anyone with information should call HPD or Crime Stoppers. Live from Houston South Side, Rilwan Belogan, KPRC to me.
But Black Lives Matter, right? Defund the police. Abolish the prison system. Police brutality is the most pervasive problem within the community. This 4-year-old got shot while sleeping in bed. She suffered a punctured lung and liver and broken ribs at 4 years old. Thank God she's still here. Did y'all even hear about this? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about this and a 2 if you haven't. I remember seeing this happen, but it was just like another day in the hood and people kind of shrugged it off and kept it moving. So the news said that this happened on New Year's, so about a year ago now. There were no global protests. There was no worldwide outrage. There was no rioting as a result of this. No social media posts talking about this baby's life matters. No posts from celebs and companies calling out this bullish. No GoFundMe's created to help pay this beautiful child's medical bills. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. And apparently this happened in Houston as well, which is where Takeoff got shot. Get away from these niggas, y'all. Get the F out of there. And I know I may be speaking from a place of privilege. Everybody doesn't have the luxury and the means to live in nicer areas, but do what you got to do to be safe, y'all. Get out of these neighborhoods, especially if you have children. And I don't give a F if you have to do it by hook or by crook. These demons are unhinged. And like this news clip said, the bullet may not even be meant for you. That's the sad part. It don't matter if they're gunning for you or not. Bullets don't have faces. They don't have names on them. And we know that niggas is dummies. It's not like they go into shooting ranges and target practice. So their aim is trash. They think this is some hood movie or some stupid ish and point the gun sideways like dummies. And innocent people become casualties and are harmed as a direct result of this behavior. Okay, so I want to get into this last clip of this woman who had her life tragically taken from her and became a casualty because of her friend's boyfriend. So let's watch this and then we will chat.
33 to our breaking news this morning from North Harris County. Deputies are searching for a man they say shot and one woman and wounded another woman.
Investigators say that man made his way into an apartment on Hollow Tree Lane and Westfield Place Drive. This all happened around 10 last night. Our Brittany Jeffers live with that man's connection to these victims. Brittany?
Yes, and deputies tell us that the two women in this case were shot multiple times. Investigators say the two were friends. One of the women, they say, is the ex-girlfriend of the suspect. She's currently listed in critical condition. They say the woman who was a friend of the other woman. She was just here having dinner with her at this apartment complex when she was shot. So at this hour, as you mentioned, the Harris County Sheriff's Office is trying to locate a man by the name of Kentrell Brumfield. According to investigators, Brumfield and the woman who lived at the apartment on Hollow Tree Lane had recently broken up. Deputies say the ex-boyfriend is accused of forcing his way inside of this apartment around 10 o'clock last night.
We know that there was some type of altercation. We have reports from neighbors that there was a lot of screaming and yelling. So we don't know if she actually answered the door and he forced his way in, or if he just came up and was able to gain entry some other way. But apparently there was some type of altercation going on prior to the shootings.
So once inside, investigators say Brumfield is accused of shooting his ex-girlfriend as well as one of her friends who was visiting her at the apartment. Both of the women were transported to the hospital. Police say Brumfield's ex-girlfriend is in critical condition, but tragically her friend didn't survive. Investigators tell us this appears to be an ongoing domestic violence situation. And according to court documents, warrants for an aggravated robbery and assault of a family member were filed at this same address where the shooting took place on June 3rd. Now, the ex-girlfriend is named as the defendant, and now there was a warrant out for his arrest in this case, but he was never taken into custody. Now, deputies tell us at this point in time they do not have a vehicle description for Brumfield, but they say that if you have any information about him or that vehicle, they'd like to hear from you. Contact the Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Now, they tell us that they believe Brumfield does have ties to Louisiana, so they say that the search will span from Houston to Louisiana. Again, if you have any information, contact them immediately. Live in North Harris County this morning, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.
Black woman, listen to me very closely. And this is going to be extremely hard to hear. Okay, but I'm going to say it because this is my honest opinion. Do not, under any circumstances, be involved with a woman who is experiencing domestic altercations like this. And people will get mad at me for saying that, but don't do it. Don't you do it. It's an easy way to end up dead. And I'm not saying to abandon them. I'm not saying to ghost them. I'm not saying you need to totally leave them to suffer through whatever they're experiencing alone. You can provide resources for them to get help. You can give them information for a shelter. You can give them contact information for a therapist or a mental health specialist that can help them transition and get out of this situation. You can call the police, but do not, under any circumstances, be in close proximity regularly with them on a regular basis. Love them from a distance because ish like this happens. This dude had a documented history of abuse. It said that he had a warrant, an active warrant for assault and for robbery. So this was a dangerous guy. And this woman was simply having dinner with her friend. And here comes her friend's violent and abusive ex. And he done off the friend. And now the girlfriend is in critical condition. The friend is gone now. She's not going to wake up to see another day. She didn't have nothing to do with this. But she became a casualty, unfortunately, because this is what they do. Divest or die, y'all. Seriously, it's not an option at this point. And I think the common mistake a lot of people make and a lot of Black women make is you think that it's cool to frequent these communities and be in Blackistan, and you think that you'll be fine as long as you keep your head down and stay out the way and stay to yourself. But the problem is if you're interacting with Dusties, and anytime you're in close proximity with violent and volatile people, their behavior is unpredictable. So you don't know what will happen. You can't predict their behavior. They may not even be intentionally coming for you or gunning for you, but you can quickly become a casualty simply by being at the wrong place at the wrong time, like Takeoff did. I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts on this. What do y'all think about Takeoff's untimely passing? Were you shocked or surprised? Do you think more rappers will become headlines like this before the year is up like I do? I'm curious to hear y'all sound off on this. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, nigga, I don't give.
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.